Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Euro Truck Simulator 2, the multiplayer. I don't know why I keep doing the weird voice, but oh well. Again, we're joined by the lovely Nick.
Hello!
Yeah.
What are we doing today?
Well, today, we are, despite the horrible weather, which is why we're starting this journey, I keep going to say episode, well, we're starting this journey inside the cabin, not outside it.
Yeah.
It's just because...
We already had to do a run, didn't we?
Yeah, ooh. Bit thundery, bit lightning-y.
Head's getting all wet.
Bringing
That's what she
back
said.
in.
Well.
Again, taking this journey on the bed, are we?
Yeah. Well, you know, why sit when you can lay?
That's good, but that's very true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, this journey we are going from where are we going? We're going Manchester.
We're here in Manchester, sunny Manchester.
That's right. Yep, good old Manchester, the good old British weather. And we are going to Lille. Is it pronounced Lille?
We are travelling to Lille. Lille. Yeah.
In France.
In France.
And we are carrying.
Le bonjour.
Bonjour indeed, sir.
Oh.
Would you like my bag? Would you like my baguette?
Oh, oui, oui.
Oh, how many people are going to complain?
I don't know.
Oh well.
Talk French to me. It's that song, that famous song that's new, sung by someone who goes, talk dirty to me, and it has like the trumpets going.
I don't know.
It sounds like some kind of Middle Eastern snake charmer music.
Oh, I might know it. Yeah, I think I know it. I don't know what the hell it's called or who it's by, but I might know it.
Nor me. I'm sure everyone else knows.
Oh well.
Anyway, yeah, what are we taking to Lille? Lille has a drastic need for...
Sulfuric me.
Sulfuric acid. Sulfuric you. Yeah, I'm not sure what they've done with all their sulfuric acid in Lille, but...
We
have a tanker full of the stuff.
I do believe we are carrying 17 metric
tons. Metric ones.
Metric butt tons.
Butt tons. 17 metric butt tons of sulfuric acid.
I've just seen where I've got to deliver it to as well. Oh,
we're taking it to Tramery.
Tramery is an awful yard to pull into.
Lille.
And you'll see that when we get there.
So here we go.
No way.
10 hours ahead of us in the driving rain.
Let's get
it's
going.
Good. Right,
get our
let's
lights
do
on
this.
For the safety. And
do this.
We will make way.
What worldly wrongs are we going to right this time around?
Well, what did we do last time? We
football discussed and sporting facts, top sporting facts. I have another sporting fact for you, if you will indulge me.
Feel free, sir.
Yeah. What I would appreciate though is if you could stall me for a bit so that I can have time to think of one. Oh, your engine's broken.
That will be the damage from the last crash.
That'll be good because, somewhat ironically, that has now stalled enough time for me to be able to think of a joke, or indeed just a sporting fact. So
to be fair, I might get repaired. I don't want to keep doing that, and I've completely forgotten what side of the road I'm supposed to be. This one.
We're on the left side of the road, still in England. So here's today's sporting fact. Did you know that boxing, right, as a sport, originally stemmed from men assaulting packing crates?
Actually, I think it did.
Well, there you go.
I think it did, but I didn't always believe it.
I thought I made that up, but if it's an actual thing, then there we go. And then someone was there was a match going on at one point. You know, this boxer was just really punching this packing crate, punching it to smithereens, and obviously he won. And then they sat down for their meeting afterwards. The boxing executives, they all sat down to going to be a bit of weather today. So they all sat down for their meeting, and they said, look, boxing's great and all that, but the boxers never win. It's just the people punching the box. We need to make this a bit more, a lot less one-sided.
Yeah.
So then someone said, well, how about we just have two people fighting each other, and so modern day boxing was born. There you go.
There we go.
It's the sporting fact of the journey, because I'll be damned if I'm going to come up with another one.
So you heard it here first, everyone.
You did, or if you heard it somewhere else, you heard it here again. I suppose.
And the green light. Let's go.
Lovely. Right, let's go to Lille. Have you ever been to Lille?
Not in life.
No.
Not in life.
What about in death?
Maybe. We'll see.
I mean, it's France, so everyone's probably been there. So, I mean, I've been to Paris. Me and Liam went to Paris for Minecon.
I've been to Calais. Not the town, the port.
The port of Calais. What, were you just passing through, or?
Yeah, we got there and we were told... We went there for a day trip. We went to France for a day trip. And we were told we couldn't leave the terminal.
Oh.
Yeah. We had to spend the entire day in the duty-free office or whatever.
Why was that?
Because... I don't know.
I've got this great image of you getting off the boat, eyes full of dreams and wonder at the excitement of arriving in Calais and seeing France, and then there's just a Frenchman going, "No."
Like Consuela from Family Guy. So no, but with a French accent.
No. You no come in. That's not French, is it? That's kind of like...
That's just...
It's almost Russian.
Almost.
No, you no come in. We have many things, but not for you, no.
No.
He just puts his hand up. No! You shall not enter into this country. We have many beautiful things, but not for your eyes. Today, France is a no-you zone.
A no-you zone.
You shall spend the day here in the duty-free, where you may buy novelty playing cards with the naked French lady on, cigarettes that are too strong, and miniature explosives.
What? Oh yeah.
French bangers.
Yeah, French bangers.
Remember French bangers? Let's tell the viewers about French bangers.
Did we get loads of people at school with them?
Yes. Back in secondary school, because of course me and Toby here, we went to the same secondary school. Because we're conjoined twins, we didn't have the choice. We're not really. So we ended up going to the same secondary school. And I think it was pretty much every year,
Yeah.
a consignment of students were privileged, quote unquote, enough to visit France.
They'd
or
go for like skiing trips,
somewhere,
wouldn't they?
yeah,
They'd pass through
for a
France.
skiing holiday. And part of the rite of passage, as it were, for going on this journey was coming back with a small arsenal of what we know as French bangers, what other people might know as, like, I don't know, firecrackers or dynamite or something or other.
Dynamite.
Basically, they were tiny. They looked like dynamite. It was just like little red sort of capsules with a fuse on top.
I do believe it's stopping raining.
And that was it.
It has indeed stopped. Let's get the wipers turned off.
Anyway, yes. So these little red capsules with a fuse on top, they would light them, chuck them, and then after a little while, there'd be this almighty bang, like a really huge bang for such a tiny little thing. And I remember kind of like, you know, it was at a break time once, and someone would light one, and you would hear it explode from the other side of the school.
I remember hearing it.
Did someone put one in a bin once, and it blew the bottom of the bin off?
I'm pretty sure it blew the bin to pieces.
Or it just blew the bin off the wall. Someone did that. People then, of course, took to throwing them on the bus. Did you ever have that on your buses?
No, because you got the allocated.
I got the allocated school bus. You got public bus. We would all be on the journey home, and it was always a dangerous time.
Yeah,
when you knew kids had been on the skiing trip, you knew that getting the school bus home was going to be like being at the Somme on occasion. It was inevitable that everyone would kind of be looking towards the back of the bus, because that's where it came from. You knew that's where, hypothetically or metaphorically speaking, that's where the Germans were. And
this is a lovely way of explaining it.
The front of the bus is where the winners were.
The winners.
So what were, you'd kind of be looking
no
at
hard
the bus.
feelings, guys.
Eh?
No hard feelings.
No. 2-0. No, what was it? 3-0? Whatever. Oh yeah, because of the World Cup. 3-0. But yes, the
Wasn't it 5? I don't know.
I don't know that much about football.
No, me neither.
So you'd be looking at the back, and you'd be looking at this one particular kid who you knew would have the explosives. You see this little wry grin appear over his face. And you go, right, the times are coming. This faint orange glow would just erupt for a short moment, as you know someone had lit it, and that was when you had to find somewhere to hide. I don't know if you've ever been on a British double-decker bus, but they don't offer a lot of places to hide because they're not designed as like vehicles to hide in.
Especially the school buses when you're cramming 100-odd school kids into it.
Yeah.
They're way over capacity.
In which case, everyone just went for the fat kid. You go, we'll hide behind him.
He'll absorb the blast.
He will help. It'll be like burying in sandbags. And then you would see this red object with a trail of sparks come flying down to the front of the bus, and it would inevitably land near your feet. At which point you just kind of had to hope for the best. They weren't dangerous at all. It was just a loud noise.
Unless you enclosed your hand around it, I imagine.
Yeah, like if it was by your feet, it wasn't going to do you any damage to your feet. It was just a loud noise. But they made journeys awful because it would always happen that someone would chuck one on the bus with the driver who was going to take no nonsense. So as soon as something went wrong, he would like pull the bus over and go, right, everyone off, and that would be it. He'd kick everyone off the bus, and we'd kind of plead our case, all stood at the front. We'd go, well, look, it weren't us. We were stood right at the front. Can we stay on? And sometimes we were persuasive enough to allow him, or to let him allow us to stay on. But other times he was like, no, everyone off. Just be really grumpy. And needless to say, we were very angry at the person who threw the French banger. But none of us said anything because we knew he had more of them.
Yeah.
So we all just kind of went, oh no, this is a shame, and we've got to walk home now. While he was all happy with himself. There was quite a few antics that happened on the school bus. What is that in the back?
It's like a water tower.
A water tower. I mean, of course, we remember the big black cock on the horizon from days gone by. This looks like the big blue one on the horizon. Really.
Where did we get the big black cock from?
We was at the park one day, and they had like a giant inflatable there.
Oh yeah.
And it was a giant ship, and what it turned out to be, or something like that. And what it turned out to be was like the mast or the chimney or something. But it just looked like an enormous black
penis.
Just peering over the top of the trees like an inquisitive meerkat or something.
Oh, that's the weirdest mix.
Yeah. So what else happened on the school buses? We've did you hear about any incidents with paint?
No.
We had quite a few of those. So obviously, like most schools, we had art rooms and where people would go and do art.
So I'm just setting the cruise control.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, you know, people had art lessons that day, and they'd obviously been painting because someone snuck away. Eyes on the road. I will feed you your drink if you need it. Just, So yes, someone had smuggled some paint out of the art rooms and stuff. And needless to say, like people were filling up bottle caps and things like that and chucking those full of paint all over the bus and stuff. It gave the bus a nice new paint job. Do you ever see any of the buses with blue interiors going around it, which I think most of them have? That was an upgrade from the red interiors after we decked out one of the school buses in blue. I kid, I don't think it was us. But I say us, I was a victim. I wasn't part of any of these. I was the one getting paint thrown at me, not the one throwing the paint. Needless, I actually got off quite scot-free. Like there was a big blue mark down the back of my shirt. That was about it.
Oh hell!
What is he up to?
Yeah, you get people like that.
How long has he been travelling on this side of the road? Because this is a very unbroken central reservation we have here.
He probably pulled on the wrong way round on this.
Wow.
Because
moron.
Is there? I don't think there's a central. I can't see it, but there's not. Yeah, central reservation breaks down there. You get people
Gave
doing
me a
that.
heart attack now.
Luckily, he was one of the more decent ones and didn't actually aim for us.
So yeah, I was a bit annoyed that I got blue on my paint. But there was one fella who I would imagine, because I never met him, was extremely annoyed because we was travelling down the high street and it has like on-road parking, like parking bays in front of the shops and stuff. And some bright spark had taken to like squirt in the tubes of paint out of the open window of the top deck of the bus.
Oh god.
It's quite a funny image. You just imagine this double-decker bus going down the road with paint kind of spraying out the side. It's quite almost like something out of a children's TV show or something. Quite like the Magic School Bus. Those are the days. But that sort of thing. And like I say, there was this one fellow who was probably very annoyed because this particular day he had chosen to leave his Jaguar on the street parking, which is obviously quite bad because it got covered in blue paint. And obviously it wasn't blue initially, so it got covered in blue paint. But the real kicker,
I think I know what's coming.
Is that it was a convertible.
I knew it.
With the roof down.
Oh my god.
And there was an assembly the next day or something, and because obviously he had complained. Yeah. That's not one of the things you can just go, it's just my luck, and then get it sorted out. He'd obviously complained to the school, and there was like an assembly on it about how we shouldn't abuse the privileges of having a school bus. That was a bit. Oh, were you there? There was an assembly once. I think it might have been after that incident or something. Where Mr. Kavanagh, you remember Mr. Kavanagh?
I do.
The big, strong-willed northern fella.
Yeah, he scared the crap out of me.
And everyone else at the school, I think. He like called us all in for an assembly after school, or something like that.
I do remember something like that.
And we was all kind of sat there, and in the most amazing display of defiance and epicness I have ever witnessed, he was kind of stood at the front lecturing us about whatever, and he went, "You know what, guys? Well done. Give yourself a round of applause. Well done."
I was there.
Everyone clapped. He just kind of stood there, like visibly fuming, but he couldn't do anything because we'd all started clapping when he was blatantly being sarcastic.
I was there for that,
and it was amazing. I remember. I don't think I laughed because I was scared of Kavanagh, but looking back on it, you think to yourself, those are the days. Yeah. It was pure, looking back on it, pure unadulterated hilarity. When like someone sort of moved their chair, scraped it along the floor, and then someone else did, and then someone else did, and then you just have the whole room erupting in like as people are moving their chairs around. Just one of those
things that starts.
Yeah, like the coughs in exams.
Yeah.
You're sat there in silence doing the exam, and someone coughs perfectly innocently, just getting that out, and then someone goes, "I see the game we're playing," and then these coughs just spread around the room and stuff, which is absolutely incredible. Those are the things that you will miss about school.
Do you know some of the other things I miss about school? Me, you, and Mark.
Oh yeah.
And the free periods we got in sixth form.
In the music studio. Those were some good times.
Going to Tesco.
See, this is something that they don't seem to do, or I can't seem to track down anymore. Tesco's and their donut deal. Yeah. You remember the donut deal?
Yeah, I remember that. Do you also remember that time at Christmas? When we went to go in and buy some drinks and stuff, and the security guard was like, "No, you can't go in," and then had the audacity to go, "Merry Christmas."
Yeah, that was so great. We should explain. So whilst we was at sixth form, I'm not sure if there's like American equivalents or what have you, but so after your main secondary education, it was at sixth form, and we between lessons you had free periods, and our head of sixth form was like, "You must stay in and you must study." That was her actual voice. It wasn't really. It may as well have been the Wilburnator, as she was known. But it's like, you have to stay in and you have to revise, was her sort of thing. No one did.
Do you know what? I probably still am on that woman's radar.
Probably. She knows.
She knows when I go near the school.
I'm now in trouble because she knows we're talking about her.
Probably.
I don't know if she's still there actually.
She has to be.
A lot of people aren't.
Are they not?
No, a lot of people have left. You can check the website and stuff to see the staff body.
All right.
A lot of people have gone. Miss Garrard's gone.
Ah. Actually, to be fair though, a lot not like that's not. Hello, what's going on here?
Ooh. Oh dear.
Fair enough.
Oh, he's in trouble.
Oh, that's not good.
Out the window. What's going on?
I can't see. We're going around the corner.
Oh.
No, I need to keep track of the lane. To be fair, with drama and that, I'm not really.
Teachers kind of changed every year. Yeah.
Yeah, and then after Miss Popkin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, that was a good thing because Miss Popkin used to be the head of sixth form, and that was kind of like, I'm trying to think of an example, but I can imagine it being something like a sort of very nice. You'd have to forgive the simile. A very nice sort of free-spirited Germany, and then all of a sudden Hitler comes in and makes it really terrible. That's the kind of thing it was. Miss Popkin was great, and it was fun, being in sixth form underneath her leadership. And then Miss Wilborn took over, and things took a dramatic turn.
Yeah.
Like I say, she kind of abolished free periods being free, and said you need to stay in, go to the library, and revise, and all that sort of thing.
Me and Mark became the dynamic duo.
Yeah, that became your nickname because you was always
and Mark
subverting the rules.
But that's the thing. Mine and Mark's timetable was an exact copy.
Yeah.
Because we both took the same stuff.
And what was quite
until I stopped going to media.
Yeah. What was quite useful though was that I could hang out with you guys and I never got in trouble.
Yeah.
Or anything like that. And
it's just me and Mark. Even if the three of us were together, me and Mark, it'd be like, oh, hi Nick. Yeah. And then you Sue.
Yeah, that was it. That was exactly it. There was the media lesson where I came in. I sat in on one of them for one whole lesson. Then I tried it again, and he kicked me out. And I thought, but it was all right last time. He was like, no, get out. And all that.
It's because me and Mark were getting way too distracted. He ended up actually moving me and Mark. Me and Mark weren't allowed to sit next to each other.
Unbelievable. In sixth form as well. You're supposed to be an adult, and I have to separate you two. What is this?
Oh God. He's got his hazards on, he's fine.
Okay. That's not enough. You're just supposed to be on the right side of the road. You can't turn your hazards on and continue to drive down the wrong side.
No, but generally if they put the hazards... Well, the centre... this is going to be complete bollocks. But generally, the hazards are on. Then they are trying to be careful.
Okay.
But that is complete bollocks because sometimes trolls will just put their hazards on and be arseholes.
Sort of like driving around going, I know I've made a mistake, sorry.
But there's a truck there, so I'm going to drive into his face.
Yeah. So where was we? So Miss Wilborn was saying, you need to stay in and revise and do work and that sort of thing. And to be fair, you guys were staying in doing your music work and stuff, but I wasn't. I didn't take music. I just came and hung out with you guys because I had nothing else to do.
Because we were the band. We had the band.
Yeah, there is that as well. But then after that, there wasn't a lot of... I had no reason to be in there other than you guys. And what we would do beforehand is we would go up to Tesco. Other supermarkets are, of course, available.
Just that one happened to be the closest.
That was the closest, that was within walking distance, bus distance, that was the nearest. We had Morrison's as well, which we went to a few times, didn't we?
Yeah. We did that a lot when I came down and visited as well. I'd come and meet you two after I left.
We went to the cafe in Morrison's to sort of have a little chat, a catch up and stuff.